Hi guys, Deuce here with another action figure review, and today we're taking a look at quite an older figure. It is the Toybiz Marvel Legends / Spider-Man Origins Mysterio figure. I actually just picked this guy up loose at a comic book store for a pretty decent price, and I really like Mysterio, so I thought why not. I know the new one's coming out and I'm really excited for that figure, but I figured I'd pick up this one so I could do the comparison. And just because I also really like the character, so why not? For the price that I paid, $15, it's not bad at all. So yeah, this was released way back when Toybiz was still doing figures. It was released to multiple amounts of times, I believe. I have a version where his gauntlets are gold. There's been versions where I've seen the yellow gauntlets. So there are some different variations of the figure out there. As far as I know, this one is from the Spider-Man Origins line, and the reason why I think that is because he comes with this display stand here, which has a sticker on here, which has Spider-Man Origins, and there's 2 pegs on it, and he's got 2 peg holes up on the feet, so yeah, you can plug them on there, which is pretty cool. Anyways, let's get right on to it, because there's no packaging or anything, and yeah, Mysterio. So, you do have the helmet here, which isn't too bad. It's a little big because of the play feature, I guess, which you can see right here. You got the knob or the button, but yeah, you got the big helmet, and it does look good. It's got like this silver sort of paint on the inside all the way around it, except for right on the front where it shows the faces, and the helmet is translucent, but it's quite dark to make it sort of, I guess, mysterious, you know. But if I move this over, don't really have a lot of room to do this, but you can kind of see the head sculpts in there. So there's 3 head sculpts in there. So right here we have this sort of demonic sort of looking head sculpt. It's got like a tongue hanging out, got like gnarly teeth, and some really nice paint going on, like red eyes and whatnot. Look really good. If you press it like that, you can swap over to the Quentin Beck head, which also looks actually really good. I think it looks quite a bit like Quentin Beck. And it looks, like I said, you know, you can see it pretty good if I shine the light in there. And it's pretty good sculpting and paint work, you know, it looks pretty good. And then if you press it again, you get this like alien looking head. It's got like some veins on the top and whatnot, which is also pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I like either having the demon one or the Quentin Beck head swapped. And to get it to go, I guess, correctly, you're going to want to push it in slowly. If you push it in too fast, it kind of flicks too far and you kind of have it going in between, but if you push it slowly, it'll rotate perfectly fine. But yeah, I guess one issue with the figure is because of this head rotation gimmick. The helmet is pretty large, even for Mysterio. It's pretty large, and it's sort of an odd shape. It's not like a terrible shape, but it's not as orbed as I'd like. Like on the new one and in the comics, you can definitely tell it's more of an orb and it's rounded at the bottom, but here it's more like cut off at the bottom, if you know what I'm talking about, more flat on the bottom, and it looks a little strange, but it's not too bad. Another issue is, I don't know how they could have done it, but it would have been nice to have it in such a way so you can make the helmet completely not be able to see in there. Because sometimes when taking pictures or whatever, you don't really want to be able to see Mysterio's face, because when he's wearing the helmet, unless you had like those monster faces or whatever, you can never actually see Mysterio's face when he's wearing his helmet. So that makes it look just a little weird, but it's not a huge issue. And you got the cape here, it's sort of a dark purplish sort of color. You got the gold painted eye pieces here, which look really good. You can't actually untab the cape here. I'm pretty sure you can anyways. Actually, maybe you can't. Mine's glued down. I know there's some figures, I've seen other reviews where they were able to unplug this, and you definitely can. There's a plug there, but this is glued down, so either the previous owner glued this or this version came glued. I'm not sure, but I guess you just tore off the glue. You can unplug this and take off the cape if you wanted to. The cape itself is of a pretty pliable material, you can bunch it all up, and it is sculpted pretty good. I like that. Yeah, you do have the button here, which is kind of ugly. But I mean, if you're just displaying them, it probably isn't too big of a deal. It would be sort of an issue if you're trying to do photography and you're trying to shoot pictures from his back. You'd have an ugly knob. Then you have the rest of the torso, which is pretty good. It has a really nice green, shiny, metallic color. And all this grid pattern is all sculpted into the figure, which is really cool. I do have issues with the proportions, which is mainly in the torso. His torso is really skinny, really thin. I don't really know why. It doesn't look super ugly or anything, but it's a little weird, especially for supporting that huge helmet. He's got his gauntlets here, which look good. There's some really nice sculpting work right here, which looks really good. I like the gold paint, looks really good as well. And you got the hands here. The right hand is sculpted in sort of a waving pose or a open pose. And then this one here is more of a grabbing / fist pose, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, not much else to say. The sculpting works pretty good. He's a fairly slender figure. But you get the muscle definitions look good. The boots look good as well. That's nice sculpting work. The paint looks really good. Yeah, not too much else to go on about. Just it does look really good, despite its flaws. In terms of articulation, he has no real head articulation. He can't do anything. He has ball hinges and the shoulders move quite well, actually. You move those out a lot if you really get them, force them. You got a swivel at the bicep, a double hinge at the elbow, a swivel at the gauntlet right here, and then a hinge at the wrist as well as hinge on the fingers, which is pretty cool. And this one's a bit more, the hinge makes a bit more sense. You can have them open or you can have them in a punching fist, so that's cool. He has a swivel at the waist. The ball hinge is at the hips, so the wide joint hips. Sure, a little frustrating, but for the time I can understand it. Swivels at the thighs, or upper legs, I guess. Double hinges at the knees, which move really well. A swivel at the boot. A hinge at the ankle, which moves insanely well. And then pivot at the foot. And then toe pivot. So he has a lot of articulation. He has some articulation that Marvel Legends figures no longer feature, and he also has articulation that Marvel Legends do better. And overall, this is a really cool figure. I like it a lot. I think this figure still holds up relatively well considering its age. I am excited to get that new Mysterio. I'm hoping it's not too hard to get. I'm going on the impression that new one's probably going to be better, but I will be doing a comparison of the two once I get that figure. But yeah, this one's still really cool. I mean, the helmet features actually, like the play feature, still actually kind of nice. I don't mind that at all. You can get this guy in some pretty cool poses and still looks pretty cool. So yeah, that's my review. I've taken a look at the Spider-Man Origins or Toybiz Marvel Legends Mysterio figure. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I will see you all in the next video.